What is happening, everybody? Can you guys hear me? And let me know who's in the chat because I can't tell. It's not like Facebook where you can see people. I can just see me and that's it. Oh, we got 2 people in the room. I'm not going to be on for 6 people in the room. I'm not going to be on for long. I'll be on until like 9:30. I have to get up super early in the morning. Hey, where y'all from? Who's in the chat? You gotta say stuff in the chat, otherwise I don't know who's on. Ryan's there. We're getting up super early. Are you gonna be here at 3:15 or 3? Because I plan on being out the door at 3:15. And if you get here before I do, my truck is unlocked and you can just start loading stuff up, which is perfectly fine with me. And that's frozen. Don't know why. I'm trying to do some editing. Yeah, you get here at 3 and start loading the truck up, and I'll be out at whenever time I can get out, 3:15-ish, 3:10. Are you sleeping in the parking lot again? Bedford, how's it going? Bedford, New Hampshire. So can you guys see the chat from other people or just your own chat? Adirondacks. Adirondacks? I can never say that word. Adirondacks. Open project. Snow Dog Studs. Oh, okay, cool. So let's talk about what we got going on. I am in the midst of editing 2 videos. One is just a how-to video on the Snow Dog, and I have another one coming out probably Massabesic. I have never actually ice fished Massabesic. We could do that. I think it would probably do well because there's a lot of people that ice fish it. I don't know if it's frozen all the way solid. Do you? Anyways, let's talk about. I got a big trout and white perch video coming out sometime next week, probably Monday or Tuesday. I just finished the edit. I have to export it and re-watch it for the 900th time. 10 inches. All right, sweet. Maybe I'll rip over there. It's close by and it's big. I wish it had lake trout in it. It'd be great. I know it's got white perch in it. And then tomorrow, in 6 hours, I am leaving for Champlain, Southern Champlain, for monster lake trout, which I'm super excited for. We're going to go to a good spot. We're going to use jaw jackers. Oh, I cut all my hair off, guys, by the way. I couldn't stand it anymore. So that's why my head is like permanently cold now. Going to Lake Champlain. Can't tell you where. It's top secret. But we're going for Lakers and white perch because they're mixed in there. And Lakers are so big, they eat the white perch. And then I have no plans after that, actually. I did hit Sebago. Didn't catch anything. Big White's back lake of Massa. Interesting. Good to know. I've only fished the Auburn side. Well, kind of the Auburn side. And then that boat launch that has the women's name. I don't remember the name of it. But launched out of there with my canoe. So I've never taken the big boat on it. And fished Sebago, got skunked. But I had some buddies that were on Sebago today, and they caught like an 8-pound burbot. So that was pretty cool. And a couple of Lakers. Lost a couple as well. So that's what's going on. Did a crappie video, which I hope you guys watch or are watching. People are watching it. I released it in the middle of the day today because I had time to promote it then. Yeah, that was in Southern Maine. And so we got 9 people on. What do you guys want to see after the Lake Champlain Laker video? What species do you want to see? I know one person's been requesting bass. And I probably will have, we'll see how much snow we actually get. The spot I know for bass or smallies is like a hike. And if we get like 2 feet of snow, it's not going to be fun. I got fuzz on me here. There you go. Pike. I did hit the Connecticut River last week, one of the setbacks. Actually, this week. Going for walleye and perch, and I did catch perch, so I'm going to be editing that video. It's not a great video. Night jigging for cusk or crappie. I need a spot on Winnie besides Alton Bay for cusk. If anybody's got one, let me know, and I will go out at night and jig for cusk at night. I could probably find one. I actually found a good hump the other day that's full of big rocks. That's accessible with the snow dog, but like I said, let's see with the snow, see if I can get out to some of these spots. Good to know, Nate. My cousin's picking up bait tomorrow for us, so maybe next time, but he's picking up a gazillion shiners for us. What about NF Newfound? Yeah, I'm going to Champlain tomorrow morning. I could go jig for cusk on Newfound. Is that what you're saying, Ryan? I haven't caught anything out of Newfound, and it wasn't a requested lake, really. Let me go back and find it. How do I find... I put a poll up. There we go. So Winnie has 42 votes and Newfound has 15. Winnisquam has 7. Sunapee has 6. Newbie has 3. And someone just said, doesn't matter if there's fish. So maybe I can fish Newfound next week. I'll give Newfound a couple days next week. This afternoon, Lake George is rolling. Yeah, Lake George is a hike for me, though. And I had to buy a New York fishing license, unfortunately. But I heard there's some good Lakers in there as well. Just popped a couple of things. Yeah, and I also fished Lake Mascoma last Saturday and got skunked. with Fiction TV, another YouTuber here in New Hampshire. YouTuber guys, a couple of guys. Oh, I'm already tired. So maybe I'll hit Newfound. Maybe I'll hit Newfound, and then actually, if you guys ever listen to the Live Free and Hunt podcast, if you haven't, it's pretty good stuff. If you hunt, and he has some fishing stuff, I will be on the Live Free and Hunt podcast. We're supposed to be there this Saturday, but we're supposed to get that storm. So I'm going to be there next Friday in the area fishing for the day. And then I'm going to hop on that podcast and I'll share the link with you guys when I get the podcast information. What program do I use? I use Adobe Premiere Pro. And how I get the flasher cam view is I take a GoPro and I film the screen. You can screen record with the Humminbird. I don't think it's the easiest. Doing it with the GoPro is easy, except for you get the screen glare and the whatever water I have on the screen. And then what I do is I just take that image, which is usually filmed in 1080, and then I have my main image, which is filmed in 4K. So it's like, that's 4K, that's 1080, and I just drag it and put it in the bottom of the screen. So that's how I do that. Because people like the flasher cam. I like flasher cam. So there's some pretty cool flasher cam and underwater footage coming from Winnie. It'll be out next week. I might premiere it if you guys want to sit and chat and premiere the video. It's not very long. So the problem with Premiere is it's only releases in 1080, so we cannot buffer at the same time. Your number is decent size, but if you want double digit sample, yeah. I'm trying to beat my PB tomorrow, but we'll see. PB at a Champlain's like 27 and a half or something like that, 28. That fish right there. That top laker above the salmon. Yeah, Adobe Premiere is not cheap. It's like $260 a year or something like that, but it's part of my write-off for my business, and that's what I started out using, so I'm just kind of hooked on it now. Thank you. And we should hit some numbers tomorrow. We have a huge pressure increase because of the storm that's coming in, which is good. Thank you, Jonas Outdoors. Got some other people live. Did anybody see that like 44-inch striper come through the ice on social medias? For the res, I found a lot of them are in like, I'm trying to think, like 12 feet. And I know there's some monsters in there, but it depends on where you are in the lake. So I like just to fish the flat, like the mud flat area, like I guess near the bridge. There's only 7 people on here, but near the bridge, left to right side doesn't matter. But they're going to be where there's food. So usually in the muddy areas, they won't be up in the weeds or anything like that. There we go. My phone wasn't charging. Yeah. What else is new for the channel? Put more studs in the Snow Dog. And there's another Snow Dog for sale on Facebook, which I'm really tempted to go buy. I don't know why. I don't need another one, but I would sell mine. But I don't need to spend that cash right now. And my plan was to for like on ice. I'm probably only going to Champlain maybe one more time this year, especially if tomorrow's really good or even tomorrow's really crappy. I'll hit Champlain again, but steelhead through the ice and salmon are pretty fun. Do you have any pike fishing? Do you do any pike fishing? Not that much, but I used to a lot on Champlain, mainly by accident. And if you're talking through the ice, I would fish like super weedy stuff under like 5 feet of water. And I would use a big shiner, and I would use a leader that's like either a steel leader or like a 40-pound fluorocarbon leader with a big ass shiner on it, or whatever the bait is in that area. Yeah, that'd be cool, Nate. I did hook a salmon the other day on Winnipesaukee. And I realized what it was when it was too late, and then I unhooked it, put it back down the hole. But it will not be in the video because I don't want people freaking complaining. So let's see if I can get a burbot video in. And my trusty notepad. So newfound burbot, and we're gonna do some bass. And I'll be getting a new box from Monster Bass, hopefully in the next few days here. I didn't realize it was like the end of January already. I only got like 2 months left of ice, if that, and then we'll be open water, which seems insane. Like time is flying by now that I do this for a living. Excuse me. Rugged. Speaking of that, so I do smelt. I have smelt fish before. And I was supposed to go smelting this week, and it never worked out. So I might go next week, but it's 2 night trips, and that puts a little strain on my wife watching the gremlin. Hard water for life. Yes, like if hard water is nice, but you get to a certain point, like the amount of gear that I got to drag around for ice fishing is ridiculous. I mean, I carry a lot of stuff for open water, but the boat does most of the work. The cold gets annoying eventually. Always get big bass on Baxter's. Yeah, over in Rochester. I think that's Baxter's. Yeah, it must be. I have fished there. That was my first time ever tip-up fishing. Oh, and I think Ryan has a spot for me anyways, but Farmington. Oh, I haven't fished that. I'm looking for a lake that has bass that is clear, like largemouth bass that is like the water has to be clear, not the tan stained New Hampshire water, like clear water that I can go set up tip up in, and then I can set up the Aquaview cameras as like a tip up cam so you guys can see like bass hitting shiners and stuff. So I need one of those spots too. That'd be great. So I agree with that. Yeah, that's no fun. And even with the snow dog, like the amount of stuff I bring is just ridiculous. There's a snow dog for sale on Facebook right now for $2,500, which is like a banging deal. it's only got like 10 hours on it or something like that. I'm thinking about buying it and then selling mine. So it's a 13 horsepower and mine's the 7 or like 6.5, 7. But if it's registered as a snowmobile, I can just transfer the registration or use that registration, use mine, which would be kind of cool. Or what I'm going to do is I'm going to take mine and jam a 14 horsepower or 13.5 horsepower from Predator Motors, jam that in there and see how she rips. I know a lot of people use those motors for a lot of things. So I have seen a video of one just like hauling with it. And mine's the compact model, so it would probably rip pretty good. Yeah. All right, guys. I've been editing all day, editing and prepping for Champlain all day, like repacking the truck, downloading video cards, formatting them, editing. Yeah, it does tow the gear. Mine doesn't tow as much as I wanted to. It's funny, I thought I was just going to go out in the snow dog by myself all the time, and a lot of time I'm towing somebody, so it adds another like 200 pounds, and it's not supposed to tow that much. So I was just about to check something. I met my steps today. You bringing any little Cleos with you tomorrow? I bring all of my ice fishing tackle, all the spoons I have, flukes, Senkos. I bring everything with me when I go on the ice. Yeah, so predominantly what we use is just shiners, live bait, but I will be bringing like rattle traps and swim bait style stuff because that does well on Champlain. But there's also like where we kind of go, there's usually huge schools of white perch too, depending on the day. So I sometimes bring a more sensitive rod, but I'm not bringing the tickle stick because I don't want to break it tomorrow. Bum, bum, bum. On the gold stripe. I will check it out. Gold Clio. Probably have maybe not a gold Clio, but something in gold. We're hoping that the water is not chocolate milk tomorrow. I don't know if it will be or not. I don't know what the current's been. To answer Ryan's question, I don't know if we're gonna have current or not. Sometimes there is, but it's not obnoxious. And like I said, it depends on the wind in the upper half of the lake most of the time. Nice. 440. That's weird. was cloudy, milky in the day last weekend. Yeah, so my cousin was out there, who I'm meeting with tomorrow. He was out near the bridge, and it was a little bit cloudy, so we're going close to there. Let me go to Tough to Word and go out with you and learn a few things on Lakers. You will learn. So my plan is to do the video next week, and then the next time I hit Winnie, I will be doing a how to catch Laker video. Knock on wood, that I can actually catch them on camera and like go through it. And like, I don't mean to answer Landon's question. I get that statement a lot, and I'm not a guide. I do this YouTube thing for a living, so yes, I do take people out. When I used to take people out, but I don't really do that anymore. So sorry to tell you, but I only fish with a couple of people, and there's a couple of reasons for that. A couple of people I meld with, I just do well with, like Ryan, for example. We just get along together and we fish in the boat. We only know each other for fishing. But if you guys, I was thinking about this idea. Actually, Maine, all the YouTubers in Maine, there's like 4 or 5 of them, 5 or 6 of them actually, are doing a little like get together on the ice in the month of February. If you guys are looking to do something like that as well, I would host something like that where we can all get together and we can go somewhere on Winnie and just shoot the crap, shoot the shit, and ice fish. And I'll do like a little chat, show you guys all my gear, just kind of like a meetup, I guess, if you guys are interested in that. Problem is, it would probably have to be a weekend for you guys, not for me. I have a bunch of trash on my desk. It's driving me crazy. Guessing you're laughing, Ryan, about the comment. We do get along in the boat most of the time, unless he's fucking with me. Which he does do. Very serious about fishing. If you guys can't tell, it's part of what I do, you know? All right, what else you guys got ideas for videos? I'll do a burbot video. We'll take one night. Maybe I'll do a get on Newfound in the mid-afternoon so I'm not exhausted, and then do a jig during the day from like noon on, and then fish into the night for the burbs, especially now that state record burbot has been caught. That thing was a flippin' giant, which was absolutely crazy, of course. But I am going to check off here in 1 minute because I need to go shower and make sure everything is good for tomorrow, which is actually in a few hours. And I don't know what the cell phone service is in that. Rainbows on the Big Lake. Ugh. See, the problem with rainbows on the Big Lake is there's one specific way to target them. And you have to buy smelt, and you have to use, well, the way that I know. Got to go buy smelt, got to go use jaw jackers, and you got to bounce around a bunch. So depending on what the snow does to Winnie, that's a possibility. Old school yellow perch off. Hand augers only. I do have a hand auger. You should have. That's the beginning of the season. I'm not hand augering through freaking 15 inches of ice. Screw that. Absolutely not. I would do that challenge with another YouTuber, but I'd have to get new blades for my hand auger. And here's a question for you guys. Last question before I go to bed. Everybody has to answer it. Should I fish the Winnie Derby or not? I'm thinking no, because it's like a whole weekend gone. Guys don't text very fast. It's just a yes or no, guys. Just a yes or no. Do it. Just avoid drunk drivers. Is the Sebago Derby the same weekend? Is it the same weekend? February 19th and 20th. Huh. How is it not? Smegalike and Cumberland County. Icefishingderby.com. Looking it up right now. The problem with these ice fishing derbies is it's a bloodbath and everything dies. All right. I am signing off, guys. Thanks for guys and girls. I don't know if there's any girls on the chat, but most of the guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, and let me know if you guys want me to have like a meetup on. Sorry, brush the camera there or the microphone. If you want me to have a meetup on the ice in like end of February, March timeframe, because it's the easiest for me to do is do it on the ice instead of during the summertime when I'm on my boat. So or spring and summer. All right. Wish me luck. Thank you guys for wishing me luck already. And hopefully you guys will see a Champlain video coming out. Could come out next week. It'll probably come out the week after, unless I get ambitious. All right. Good night, guys.